Hi, I'm Garth Greenwell. I'm the author of What Belongs to You and Cleanness, and I'm the co-editor with R.O Kwon of the new anthology, Kink.
Hi everyone, I'm R.O Kwon and I'm the author of The Incendiaries. And I'm really looking forward to the event with Garth and Carmen Maria Machado and Alexander Chee. I had just published, this was in 2017, I had just published a story in Playboy, and it was just by far the most sexually explicit story I had ever written. And so I had some nerves about it. And to my great surprise, most of the notes I got from that story from readers who came across it in Playboy were that they really appreciated the story and it helped them feel less alone. So I was thinking about that while I was at an artist residency in McDowell in New Hampshire. And I had just read Melissa Phoebos' Whip Smart, and I was sitting in the residency library and I was reading Garth Greenwell's wonderful story, a version of which is in the anthology Gospodar. And yeah, I just had the thought that like all these three stories, Melissa's, Garth's, and mine, could belong together. And that was how the idea of an anthology came about. And then I knew Garth lightly because I'd interviewed him upon the publication of his first wonderful book, What Belongs to You. And so I reached out to him and I was so thrilled that he said, yes, let's do this.
When R.O Kwon approached me about joining her to edit this collection, I was immediately super excited about it, largely because I knew R.O.'s work, and I felt that sort of aesthetically we would be excited about the same things. And then as we started imagining the people we would like to invite to contribute to the anthology, it just became clear really quickly that the list was kind of my absolute dream best possible party, sort of the kind of group of people I would love to hang out with. So my top three sexiest reads will always be different just based on what I've been reading recently. But three that come to mind right now are James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room, Patricia Highsmith's The Price of Salt, and Lydia Yuknovich's The Smallbacks of Children. And I think the reason that I love them so much is that, I mean, on one hand, they are sexy, they're hot books, but also they use sex to ask big questions. And that's something that excites me and that I try to do in my own work and that I think a lot of the stories in this anthology do.
Top three sexiest reads, let's see. Yeah, I'm with Garth. I don't know that I have three favorites ever, really, of any adjectival. I don't know that I have any, like, I never have like a real like three favorite books I've ever read, anything like that, because it changes, right? But I will say, I will shout out two books by our contributors over the past year or so. We've had publications from writers including, so Larissa Pham is one of our contributors, and she has a book called Pop Song. It came out this year. Zain Jukadar has a book called The Map of Southern Stars. It came out in the past year as well. And both are wonderful books, and they're I think they could definitely be called very sexy.
I hope you'll join us for a virtual event involving me, R.O Kwon, Alexander Chee, and Carmen Maria Machado. See you there.